opening morning of New York State archery season. I gotta work today, but I'll be out this afternoon. Here it is, little deer just saying good morning to me on October 1st.
October 1st, opening day. I'm out of work, finally in the tree. Been trying to be patient at work all day long, but it's been tough. But finally here, October 1st, man, I'm so psyched to be in a tree. I'm sitting at a spot where there's an apple tree that comes out of real mature oak forest, comes out into a hayfield. I pulled up tonight and there was another truck here, so I didn't push as deep in as I wanted to, but I'm still about 30-35 yards away from the apples with a nice trail that comes right in front of me. So I'm hoping just before dark I can have a couple of deer come past me, hopefully get a shot on a doe opening night. That was a nice buck. He was just slowly feeding along. It's going to be about 25 yards away. And the landowner must have been checking the edge of his fields opening night. He spooked him off. Damn. That was pretty cool. First night, man, October 1st. Saw a deer, saw a nice buck.
It's after work on October 2nd, and I'm out on a piece of public where I'd found a big buck last fall. I've got him on camera a couple times this summer, hoping that I can either see him or learn a bit more about him early in the season here.
We had a front come by today. Wind changed 180 degrees from 11 a.m. going south to 4 p.m. going north. So I'm in a tree where I'm overlooking in a red oak that's got acorns dropping. I've had deer in here probably every other day feeding for the past 4 weeks. So I'm hoping I can get lucky tonight and catch a doe, but can hear I'm only like 80 yards from the road, and this has been a little bit of a cluster tonight. I gotta go back to the place I hunted last night because I lost 2 arrows walking out. Then halfway in walking in here I forgot my glasses, so finally sitting down, hopefully I can see some deer. These are super tough nights to sit. There's absolutely zero wind. The only thing you can hear is water droplets falling onto the forest floor from the rain and occasional acorns in the ground in front of me. Lee and I, I'm shaking. Quit shaking. Here's Lee. Here's Lee and I out. First weekend of New York State archery season. It's been open for about 4 days. Wind is actually calm and dead right now, so the place we had set up we're not going to go to. We're going to go in with a ground blind. That way if the wind changes direction around this oak flat that we're going to, we can get up and move real quick. So we're heading out. Friday, baby. Time to be in the woods. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Lee and I are all set. us, and there's no wind today. We were hoping to catch some uphill thermals, but as soon as we stopped about 30 yards uphill above this trail and dropped some milkweed, it dropped right down in, and it's still like 2 hours before sunset. So we popped down below this trail about 25 yards. We're now looking uphill, and we're hoping that we're going to catch some deer coming across in front of us on the bottom of this steep face. There's about 20 mature oaks in a line in front of us, and then all the way up the slope in front of us is oaks, and behind us it's all hardwoods. So there's a whole lot of food up here. We'll see.
Haven't seen a deer. Haven't seen even a squirrel, and there's acorns falling everywhere all around.
Well, it was cool. I mean, I looked out there and saw from the rear shoulder all the way to the butt and the tail flick, and tapped you, and really thought that it was going to come right along the flat edge of that steep face there. And I don't know what she did.
I think she went back in. If she went up the slope, we would have heard her because it's so quiet.
Yeah, I agree.
Can't even know where it is.
So many leaves there.
Right.
It definitely tends to think that maybe she went back in or went even left. I don't know. I thought that was it though, man.
That's she saw deer. That's important.
Yeah.
I got out of work today, and I headed up to a property that I got a cell cam on that quit working 6 days ago. So I brought a new cell cam in, and I changed the one out that wasn't working with the one that is working. And I got set up at a spot that's only about a quarter mile away from that. It's actually on the fringe of a place I want to hunt in the rut. I don't want to go in there yet since it's only October 7th. I'm hoping that I can catch some doe that are coming from a swamp and working through this area over to a field. It's about 100 yards behind me here.
No doubt the spot that I sat tonight I think is going to be a lot more productive when buck are checking scrapes more active. That's not happening on the 7th of October. I just turned my truck around, drove 100 yards, and there was a doe in the field. So I missed that setup by 100 yards or so, but it's all right. Keep learning. End of a long weekend here, and I am getting out on Columbus Day. Meeting my friend Lee and his son Thomas this morning. We're hoping after a full day of rain yesterday, the deer are going to be up on their feet and moving. We're going to have an opportunity to catch some of these deer moving across this acorn ridge feeding in the morning. So the plan today is that we're going to walk up this logging road, and we're going to drop you off at a fresh scrape. And then once it gets light, pick out a tree that you think you got some shooting lanes towards that scrape. You know, pay attention to wind, so make sure you're downwind of it. And think about the downhill thermals too as you're picking a tree out. And then your dad and I are going to walk up, and he's going to stop at the top of the ridge above you. And then I'm going to work all the way across the ridge.
I'll be out about 9:30, so you just.
Is that what you're thinking?
9:30 time, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you're going up in your saddle this morning?
Yeah.
Okay, bye. Good luck, man.
No problem.
I found this ridge that's got oaks that are dropping acorns. It's only about 20 yards wide at the top. The north side is all mature oaks. The south side is an old, probably 15-year-old clear cut. So I'm sitting right on top of the ridge today, hoping to see if I can catch some doe or a buck working across the top of this ridge sometime between now and 10 a.m. to feed. It's been raining for about 36 hours, and it's just stopped in the last 2 hours. So I have a feeling they're going to have to get up and feed, so hopefully we'll get lucky. I don't even know why I trust the weather forecast anymore. Rain was supposed to end at 8. Now it says the rain's going to be here till 10. It says it was going to be a north wind, and it's actually a southwest wind. Just when you think you got the right plan laid out, something doesn't work. That's part of hunting.
You say?
So I heard a deer
What, blow?
Yeah.
I thought I heard something.
over there.
Yeah.
There's no way it was from our scent. I don't know what the hell it was from. But she definitely blew. She was not so happy.
She probably walked right over our trail. Weather did not do what we thought it was going to do. That sunshine came out for about 10 minutes. I thought it was going to clear up. Within 20 minutes, it was pissing rain, 15-mile-an-hour winds. I think this is a great spot, but man, that rain just didn't end. And now there's more coming over the next 2 hours. So get out of here, cut our losses, come back another day. Your saddle is just slippery on your rain pants?
Yeah, they don't hold on to anything.
So, so it just slid down your butt?
I'm trying to get a thing. Huh.
Oh boy. Well, let's get this stuff organized and get down to Thomas and get back and get warm.
2 minutes. $14. Waterproof. Fleece line.
Yeah, I need to get something to wear in. Like when I got all those thorns in my fingers yesterday. I got, oh, there goes a deer right there. That freaking deer just jumped up and took off sprinting. Wonder if it was that doe that busted you earlier.
Yep. Guaranteed.
Yeah, that's funny, man. She was sitting right down over that edge right there.
Yep.
South side of the hill, get out of that north wind. Just laying down bedded. She did not like us walking up on her. This is what we had. Thomas sitting over right here. Really fresh scrape. No doubt with the leaves out. That thing's been used in the last 12 hours. Nice and thick around here. Buddy.
I seen one, but I couldn't hear him because of the wind.
Oh, okay. Doe or buck?
I don't know.
You don't know?
See what it was.
Got you. So you just saw it over there?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Did they end up seeing you?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It's tough being on the ground. Your dad had one over by him, and we just spooked the doe up as we came out, but that's it. We just managed to get everything soaking wet.
Didn't you tell me it wasn't going to rain?
No?
These look actually pretty dry.
So I'm out of work tonight, and I'm heading back into the woods to a couple trails that parallel a swamp, and deer have been coming out into this field feeding at night. So I'm going to see if I can get in a position where I play the wind just right and get on the downwind side of a trail and see if I can catch some deer coming out of the woods out into this field right here. I just got into the stand. I'm not even set yet. Okay. There she is, just browsing. Doesn't even know I'm here. See if I can get my stuff up. I got a deer out in front of me. And I got a deer coming up behind me in the woods. I don't even have my bow ready to go yet.
Well, that was wild. I'm on my top stick, just got my stand attached to the tree, and was just about to jump up in the tree. And a doe went bounded off from my right out in front of me and worked a licking stick for like 10 minutes. So I'm slowly kind of putting stuff together, trying to be quiet and keep an eye on her, and she's not paying attention to me. And all of a sudden another doe sneaks up behind me like 20 yards away in the woods. And I could hear her walking away. And I had a strange feeling she probably saw me, so I got up into my tree and was just getting ready to start getting stuff out of my backpack, and they saw something and bounded away about 60 yards through some thick stuff and then blew a couple of times. Real long walk tonight. There's my truck. The wind just died. My scent's just dropping to the ground. I need that wind to pick up just a little bit to blow my scent into the swamp behind me. Well, that's a wrap on tonight. I saw 2 doe as I was getting into my tree, and a ton of squirrels, but no deer came past me heading out towards that field.